Hi Facebook friends, I'm Kelly, as you all know. We're here today to share a very special story about two dogs who came to us under different circumstances, both special needs dogs. And to tell their story is going to be Trudy. Trudy is also a volunteer as well as being a member of the board of directors for Stephens County Humane Society. And she took a special interest in both of these dogs, and she's going to tell their story. First of all, their stories had a happy ending. Trudy, if you'd hold that. This is Sammy and this is Sophie. But their story didn't start out looking like it was going to have a happy ending. Trudy, tell us a little bit about Sammy first.
Okay, Sammy was found on the side of the road on Camelback and 5th Street in a hole. And I'm going to cry, so y'all might as well get used to it. Anyway, he was in a hole he dug, and he lived there for 3 months. And so I would drive by there every day, and I'm going to straighten up here in a minute.
It's okay.
So I drove by there every day, and I couldn't stand it, and I fed him, and I made sure he had water, and a man that came by, he and his wife, they fed him. And the lady up on the hill that lived in that area, she fed him, and finally we got together. He was there 3 months, and it was going to be winter time, and we tracked him and brought him into the shelter.
And he was with us for a while.
Yes, he was.
And there wasn't anything physically wrong with him.
No, there's nothing physically. He was just a very shy dog. He had not been around people. He'd been out on the road by himself, just fending for himself for at least 3 months that I know of. And so he was just shy and withdrawn and was not a happy camper about anything.
So tell us about his new mom. Tell us about your friend Rita.
So my friend Rita McKinley adopted him. I wasn't working or helping at the shelter at the time. I was on the board, but I was not helping out here. But I did know that he got adopted, and it was Rita McKinley that adopted him. And she had one dog left out of her 2 that she had, and his name was Cody, and he passed away. And so in the meantime, I got a hold of Sophie.
Tell us about Sophie's story. Let's change pictures, Trudy.
Okay. All right, Sophie came to us one day when I had started volunteering at the shelter with her neck completely ripped open on both sides. And the people that brought her in took her to Dr. Minson's, and they sewed her up, and we were not sure whether she would live or not. And so I went and picked her up, and I could not bring her back down here. I took her home with me. She stayed with me for a month and a half. And so I called Rita one day. I'm sorry, y'all.
There's no need to apologize, Trudy.
I called Rita one day and I said, "You're not thinking about another dog, are you?" And she said, "As a matter of fact, I am." And I said, "Well," she said, "I want a little dog, smaller than Sammy." And I said, "I just happened to have the perfect dog." And this is Sophie when she was healing up. She has a drain tube in her neck. And I love that dog so much. Okay.
So now then, they're good friends.
Good friends, happy ending. Rita loves them both. She just worships both of them. I get to go see them about once a month. And they get along. Sammy is very scared of storms. And Sophie has come in and calmed him down, and he's not near as scared as he used to be. And they just get along great. Sometimes they don't really want to share everything, but they don't fight or argue. They just go get what they want. And anyway, Rita is a wonderful pet owner, and we're so happy to have her.
So what do you want to tell our Facebook friends about the stories on these two dogs, Trudy, and how this was made possible for us to be able to care for them? Sophie's medical needs and Sammy's emotional needs until we could get them into new homes.
We have so many wonderful people that volunteer and that donate to us out here, and especially when we have our I'm sorry, when we have our
Fundraisers?
fundraisers, and especially this fundraiser, which is one of our best ones. And it just
Sets us up.
it sets us up. It helps us pay for any dog or cat that comes in here that needs medical attention, and we couldn't do it without them.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful to have all these people and this program where people can call in and donate and give $5 or $10. It just goes so far.
Trudy, thank you so much. So this was why we wanted to share their story. This is 2 stories out of the thousands of dogs and cats that we've helped. Some of them, like some of the little kittens in this lobby, they don't need much help. They just need somebody to come and fall in love with them. But a little dog who was so injured like Sophie and so mentally traumatized and scared like Sammy, they need time, they need money, they need special attention. And we couldn't get this done without our supporters and donors. So on behalf of all of the Sammys and the Sophies that come our way, we want to say thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate y'all.